Hello everybody, welcome back. Sorry it's been a very long time. I have been working like crazy, to be honest. So, as you can see, we're not on 7 days. We are on Dune Awakening. So we're going to be having some fun with this. This is the only time you're going to see this base. I've been meaning to try and make a video, but the new update has kind of screwed me. So this box here was an infamous box. It had all the fun stuff. It was full of blueprints. There was also Solaris, but it was absolutely full. I mean, that's not even the worst of it. The real kicker. These 4 boxes right here, they had all my components in. I had thousands of components. I had some more scattered around, but there wasn't as many, but these boxes here were full. One is empty. Another is empty. Another is empty. Another is empty. And when I say full, it had every component you can get. So I'm not really sure what to do. I'm actually considering jumping server, starting fresh, record the whole series so you can see the progress. Which is really annoying because having all of that stuff has kind of bummed me out because it's all gone. Now I've got to go and farm everything again, and obviously this base was never finished, which is also annoying because I was looking forward to finishing it. That being said though, I'll still probably play this game and play this character. I'm just gonna, for recording purposes, we're gonna start fresh. Yeah, as you can see, we were pretty hot on the water making front. And we've got our hangar up here. So the worst part is my assault thopter as well. That was also full. That had 500 melange in it. It also had the components that you can only get in the deep desert in it. So it stopped us from finishing the sandcrawler. I was really hoping this week to take it out, but I can't be asked to go and... I'd rather just restart, you know. Restart, record it, and keep going. However, that's not why I'm here today. I am here today to show you a blueprint farm. So, without further ado, I'll show you on the map where we're going to go, because it doesn't take very long at all. So we're going to go to Stone Step Village. We're going to go to Rock Warren Village. Then we're going to go here, which is a Harkonnen place, which chances are we may have to fight people. If you've got to fight people, that's fine. It takes longer for you to do this run, which then means you can then pretty much do it in a loop and just constantly do it. I had it once where I managed to do it 3 or 4 times, and it took me about 2 hours, I think, in total, but I killed everything. By the time I got back to the first one, the blueprint had reset and all the people had respawned, so I was like, well, I'll just go round again, right? So what we're going to do, we're going to hit there, and then we're going to come down here, hit Age of Acurion, which is another Harkonnen place. Then we're going to hit the ship in the shoal. We're going to then hit Shaitan's Grotto, and then we're going to hit Wreck of Euphoria. Now, you only need a Mark V rad suit. Okay, you don't need anything fancy, you don't need iodine pills, just ignore that, it's extra resources. So, what we'll do, hopefully no one's looted it today. I don't think they would have, because I am pretty early. go over there, we'll check them out, we'll show you how to get those, like the nice, quick, easy way. If you fancy farming these, it's a great place to go because they're kind of mid-tier blueprints. Some people will, well, most people won't have them just because they do rotate on what you get in these boxes. So it's definitely worth selling the ones you don't want on the auction house. Just sell them at a sensible price. I mean, Solaris are easy to come by, but you know, don't be stupid, you know. I've seen people selling ridiculous blueprints. I will not. So basically, you jump down here, go straight to this staircase here. Oh, you don't have to grab hold of the wall. Now you just run in. You don't have to do anything else. And then look, we've got the blueprint. Ow! So, now you've done that, you just come out of here. As I say, you don't have to fight them. And we got a blueprint from that, and then all you've got to do, fly straight out, and you're out. You can literally be in and out in about 30 seconds. So that's one blueprint. Now we go to the other place. I can never remember. I think it's that one. No, it's not that one. It's this one over here. They all look the same. They're rocks. They're brown. So yeah, it's a really quick blueprint run. Obviously, you can see I haven't been to every place around here yet, so there might even be more. But this is the route that I've found. Kind of works for me. So now this one, you see that hole down there? That's where we're going. So good way to get. Just jump straight down there. Oh, stuck. We don't like being stuck. Yeah. Go down there. Fling yourself across. Or you can go down the hole, whichever. Doesn't really matter. Come round here. Oh, my suspensor belt's about to break. And then we come up here. Missed. Well, sort of. Oh, don't fall off. So this is where you've just got like the component box where you'll get all your stuff, and then through here. Now run up these stairs. You'll have a box on your left, just here. You'll have another box just here, and then you've got the blueprint box just tucked away just here. So I'm not picking anything else up. I'm just going to be picking up the blueprints just to make it quick. And literally just come straight out of here. Fly back. Oh yeah, we'll go down, haven't we?
Who are you?
Oh, get off the wall. There we go. Alright. Now then you can just jump across. Now you can make this, but for now I think I'm just gonna, because my suspensor belt's going to break, I'm just going to I'll show you the way most people will do it.
Disciples of the world, come!
Stop that right now. Right, so, now we gotta wait. They ruined it. I mean, again, you could just fly. And just hover your way back up. Oh, we got Don't you want that? It's okay. Come in and out here. Again, you can do this really quickly. Jump in. And the next place we're going to is that Harkonnen place here. Great thing is with this is don't bother packing away your ornithopter, you know? Right, and you'll see this rock right here. Just park here. Okay? Just park. And the great thing is with this, you're about to step straight into the PvP zone. And the PvP zone, you've got to wait a minute to be able to respawn if you land inside the PvP zone. So, up. I don't think anyone's respawned here, so what we can do... Now, sometimes these guys can be a bit tough. There you go, you got another box full of components and stuff. Well, leave those for the other guys. And then you just run down the stairs. Hey, look at that. Emperor's Wings Mark 4. Then more components. And make sure you go this way.
Who's that?
Who's that? No one. Mind your business. So, now this first one in the show, we don't need to use the radiation suit foil. So, you'll be absolutely fine doing this in your armour. We're going to be going just about there. So there's another blueprint there. Again, farm the blueprints. They're there to be farmed. Right? Sell them on the auction house. Make some money. You don't have to sell them for a lot, and people will buy. You know, I've seen people put blueprints up for ridiculous amounts of money, and it's just not worth it. You know, like, be a little bit smart about it. Hello, what was that? I have no idea what that is. I'm going to ignore that for now because I think that's part of the update. So I want to find that out. Like, someone about to ruin my thing. As I say, just go straight in. And hopefully, yeah, we haven't got to deal with anyone again. So look, you've got your box of components and stuff. And your Solaris again. Look, that was 500 Solaris in that box, and there's like several boxes in here. You can leave with quite a lot. That's why I say Solaris are easy to make. So you've got the Syndicate gauntlets. I normally sell those between 5 and 10,000. They sell well. You know, they're not bad bits of armour. So that's that box done. Now, what we've got to do, we've got to change to a rad suit for this because we're going to go into the shell. We're going to go to the first ship, which is there. Now, this is really the only place where I'll park my ship in the PvP zone, to be honest. And that's purely because in Haga Basin, no one really does PvP in these ships. They're all pretty friendly. People want to continue with the story. And the story does take you there. But if you're worried, you can land here, bring your vehicle backup tool, and just stick a bike in it if you're worried about the sand as well. You know, you can run across this, but the worm will come across it as well. But if you're worried about it, stick a bike in your backup tool. Just drive over here, and then that way, if you happen to die or someone is here deciding to be that guy, you've got a fast respawn point. You know, you're not gonna have to worry too much. I mean, the upside is as well, if you don't put it in there or during this farm, put all your blueprints in the Thopter. That way you're not going to lose it. Any components, put them in there as well, you know. Right, so you've got the first box that I normally come across is there. I completely ignore that door, don't even bother with it. And then I run round here, take a right, and then a left. Pick up the bandage. Now, the last couple of times I've done this hole has been glitched, so I don't know why, but I cannot get any higher than that. Have they changed it? Yeah, I think they've done something. Now you can't get through that hole. So you come back out here, jump up there. If you are looking for components again, there's more here. Steal the Solaris, why not? my Solaris. And then you can come round, take a right, and this is the room you want. Now if you want more Solaris, there's a box over there as well. Come in, turn right, and you've got the other blueprint. So that was the stim leggings. You've got another box here, and you can see just over there, there is another box just at the end there. Run straight out of here, and you can turn right, and the helicopter will be there. Ta-da! Jump in. Now the next blueprint's actually right next to us. And you can do this if you really want to. You can do this all on a truck, on one of the bikes, or a buggy. I've done it with all of them. Thopter is just the quickest. So, as you can see, there is a little, like a white light there. There is a torch there at night, so you can see it. There is an opening with some stairs. So you can see that light there. Just run straight in. Again, there's no one in here, so you haven't got to worry about this. Just run straight in. Avoid these puddles because it will increase your radiation quicker. And keep jumping and jumping. So you've got a box there. There's a box there. Oh, that was a puddle. Not that it's going to matter because this is the last one. Now, I don't think there's any more boxes in here. I think that was... Oh yeah, there's a dude here with some stuff. I keep forgetting about him. Right. Oh god. I always get stuck in this hole. There we go. Right. So, the box you're looking for is just behind here. And ta-da. There you go. See, normally I just get a knife. Again, like when you get that, most people that are using those knives aren't going to be the level that you're at. They won't have a radiation suit, so they won't be able to farm the blueprint. They're not going to have loads of Solaris. So don't be putting it up for 50,000 Solaris because they'll just look at you and laugh and you'll never sell it. You know, like a few thousand, you'll be fine. You know, some knives are better than others. That's the whole point of it. There's different tiers. So that's that. Just drink some water. Now what you got to do, you come down here. So if you're going to farm jasmium as well, a good place to land. So dismantle your buggy, stick it in your inventory, okay, get in your Thopter and then fly over here. This island here is out of the radiation zone. So from here, you can land your Thopter, build your buggy, pocket your Thopter, right? And from here you can actually drive all the way out of the radiation zone collecting jasmium on the way. Really, really easy. Again, I did not use radiation pills for it. So, because we're out of the radiation zone, we're going to go ahead and stick our armor back on. Because I'm not going to lie, for some reason, this bit right here, this crash part of the ship, the AI just gives me trouble. And I really don't know why. But again, don't pocket your Thopter, so you got a nice, easy, free respawn. You know, a lot of people forget about it and be like, oh, just use a beacon. Why? You know, it's great for early game, but when you get to this stage, just, you know, you're in PvE zones. You can't get it destroyed.
Identify.
Eyes on enemy!
You're dead.
Right, so once you've dispatched them and put them to sleep, you can run in here. Don't worry about these mines. You can loot everything. Grab that box. Grab that box. Jump over here. Right. Go here. Loot that box. Set this off. Get through here. And look, oh, someone's already been in here then and taken the blueprint. So, as you can see, like obviously other players will get them before you. But in Haga Basin they reset quickly, so most of the time, those blueprints are never looted. So now, that's literally all you've got to do. So, most people are going to have their base over in the northern part of the map. By the time you get to where I am, as you can see, I've not been going crazy with the missions. I've been taking my time with them. Now, once you get to this part, you know, just fly out the map, head west, make your life easy. And this is why it only takes you like 10-15 minutes, because you just fly straight out, loop round to where your base is located, and then go in that sector. Once you go in through that sector, you just fly home. So we'll have a quick look at what we got on the way. But as I say, there is tons of boxes in there for components as well, so don't cut yourself short on it. I normally take all of them. I was just doing this run to show you how quickly you can get a bunch of blueprints, and to be honest, all those blueprints they're perfectly fine. I use most of that in the deep desert, and there's nothing wrong with it. Again, don't be scared with the ganking in deep desert. It doesn't really happen that often. It does happen, you know. There's always going to be those players out there. But again, that being said, it's the deep desert is essentially boring. That's what the PvP is there for. That's why it's empty. It's a lot of people they misunderstand PvP. PvP VE just doesn't really work. It never has, and it never will. But yeah, other than that, the Haga Basin storyline is great. I actually really like it. It's the only reason why I've decided to server hop. Otherwise, I'd probably stop. So yeah, we got 6 blueprints there. Really easy. That did not take very long at all. And then they're not bad blueprints. You know, Syndicate Gauntlets. I mean, I have to admit, it wasn't the best RNG that time at all. But again, yeah, it's like it is what it is. You just got to keep going back to those crates. You might get them. But yeah, so that's it. That's all from me. So the next time you'll probably see a video on this is going to be when I start the new server. Well, I say start the new server or jump onto the new server. So there might be a few lag problems because I'm not going to be on a Europe server. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, jump in on the next one. We'll be starting fresh, just landing. I'm going to skip the very intro. So anybody that is looking to play the game, you're not missing anything. It's basically character creation. That's all it is. I've already chosen my path. That's already going to be the sword master again. I love my swords too much. They're so much fun. They can be a right pain in the ass to use when you've got 6 of those Gatling laser guys just shooting you. But yeah, I'll catch you later, guys. See you in the next one. Bye.